Hey everyone, Michael here, and in this video, we'll be talking about finding your niche. This is very important because we need to understand our customers before we can create a product they want to buy. Also, this is the first step before building out your store. In certain niches, there is a specific color or look and feel that resonate more to that demographic. Now, what is a niche market exactly? Here's the definition from Wiki. A niche market is a subset of the market on which specific product is focused. The market niche defines as the product features aimed at satisfying specific market needs, as well as the price range, production quality, and the demographics that is intended to impact. But with that being said, what is the difference between a general store and a niche store? And which is better? Well, they both have its benefits, but going after a niche market, it's easier in my opinion. General store is basically having everything in one store. It can be product for cats, dogs, hiking, or etc. So think of Amazon or Walmart. With a niche store, you're focusing on one segment of that market, like dogs, so your whole store is about dogs. I personally have a general store just for testing, but for brand building, I do it in my niche store. Now that you know the difference between a general store and a niche store, let's talk about the benefits of a niche store some more. The reason why I said going after a niche market is easier is because the marketing becomes simplified. What this means is that because you know who you're going after, your marketing message can be laser targeted. When your message matches your market, you will see a higher conversion rate because you can be more congruent with your advertising. It's also easier to create your marketing campaign when you know your unique selling proposition. Because you define your niche clearly, you can capture your customers' attention and win their business by making it clear that your product is just for them. This brings us to the third point, higher average order value. When your customers come to your store and all the products on your store can fit that potential buyer, you'll see a higher order value. We are seeing this across all our niche stores compared to our general store. And the last point is brand building authority. A dog-themed store is very different than a firefighter-themed store. So with a niche store, we can easily design our store for a specific niche. Also, all our content we create will surround that niche. This way, we can build a stronger brand and become an authority in our niche. Now, I just want to point out, don't get stuck on picking a niche. Even though it can be beneficial, you can always decide on which niche to get into later. I just want to get you up and running as fast as possible. If you create a store on just animals, you can still subcategorize it into different niches like cats and dogs, so don't get stuck. If you can't decide, just pick a few and get going. Alright, so now it's time to pick our niche. This is the part that a lot of people get stuck on, but we'll go over this part together so you won't get stuck. Here is what you need to keep in mind when choosing your niche. First, you need to go after a passion niche. Example of a passion niche can be animals, hobbies, entertainment, fitness, causes, sports, or different professions. To make things easier, you want to also pick a niche that you are interested in because you will need to live in the niche and understand your customers. If you're interested in the niche as well, you can relate to your customers more. Alright? The third point is that we want to find a niche that has at least 1 million in audience size or more. The reason for this is because if your audience size is too small, we may burn out our audience too fast. So the larger the better. And the last point is profitability. We want to make sure we select a niche that people will buy in, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so let's head over to my browser for a quick over-the-shoulder demo on how to find a good niche to build your business around. The first tool we want to use for our niche research is the Audience Insights tool. This is the built-in tool within Facebook. So to access this tool, you can go through your ad manager like this over here and click on this drop-down menu and click on Audience Insights, and you'll be brought to this screen. And another way to reach this tool is simply by searching on Google. So if you type in Audience Insights Facebook, you'll see this link right here. And when you click into it, this is the page you'll see. And when you click on this link here, you'll be brought to this screen. And once you're on this page, to research your niche, all you have to do is head over to this field right here and start researching the different niches you're into. So for example, if we type in dogs, we can see our monthly potential audience size is around 50 to 60 million. And with this tool, we can also see the age and gender breakdown over here. And if we head over to the page likes tab, we can see that the different pages we can potentially target within the dog niche. We'll dive deeper into this later when we talk about our audience research. So all you have to do for now is just to search the different niches you're interested in and get an idea if the niche is big enough to jump into. So another example we can do is, let's say hunting. We can see that within the hunting niche, Facebook is telling us there is around 20 million to 25 million monthly active users, right? So that's a pretty big niche as well. So this is the first tool you want to look at when doing your niche research. The next tool we want to look at is Google AdWords. To access the Google AdWords tool, just go to adwords.google.com and sign in with your Gmail account. And if you don't have an account with Google, just go ahead and create one. Once you're signed in, just head over to this tool icon right here, and we want to click on Keyword Planner. Now what we want to do is enter our keyword. So let's enter dogs, and let's click on Get Started. And then we'll see the search volume for this keyword. Now we have to make sure that we change the location to United States to make sure we have the most accurate data. And then click on Save. And what we can see here is that the keyword dog have a monthly search volume of 1 million to 10 million searches every single month. This is another indicator that this is a big niche and people are actually searching for this keyword. If people are constantly looking for the niche you're in, it's a good sign that people are passionate about that niche. And we can even look at the different bids for this keyword. If the bid is high, it can tell us that there's competition. And if there's competition and people are actually bidding high on certain keywords, that means that it can be a potentially profitable market. Even though this may not be the case all the time, but it's a good indicator to get started with. Alright, so that is Google AdWords. The next place we want to check out is Google Trends. So let's just head over there right now. When you go into Google Trends, this is the page that you'll see. Google Trends shows how often a particular search term is entered relative to the total search volume across various regions of the world. And also, Google Trends can tell us if the niche is seasonal or it's trending throughout the year. So let's see what we can find out when we type in dogs over here. Alright, so under worldwide, we can see that it's trending throughout the year. And if we just type in United States, let's see what happens. So we see a similar pattern over here. Now, what if we type in hunting? We see a different pattern, right? We see a spike and it goes down. That's very different than the dog niche. This tells us that the hunting niche is a seasonal niche. And another really cool thing about this tool is when you scroll down, you can see the different regions that are most interested in this niche or keyword. So what I'll do is I'll actually keep a note of all the different regions because it can help me down the road when I start advertising. Alright, so that is how you do your niche research. Now go ahead and do your niche research, and I'll see you in the next video.